All right, to our next conversation now. Nigeria's digital economy is growing at lightning speed, transforming the way people and businesses connect, pay, and verify their identities. And now we're taking a closer look at the digital identity and payments landscape, a sector that's driving financial inclusion and redefining how Nigerians interact with money. From mobile wallets and QR codes to fintech APIs and cross-border solutions, the industry is evolving fast. We explore the trends shaping this growth, the opportunities and challenges in building trust and security, and the innovation set to define the next wave of digital finance across Africa. Joining me for this conversation, I have Dr. Olufemi Oyenuga as the Group Executive Director at Chams Holdco. Joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you, sir. Good morning.
Great to have you, Laddie.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
And as we look forward to Valentine.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, I think.
Pressure.
Pressure, isn't it?
Valentine.
But we're here.
Another one.
Saturday. We are all.
Okay. Let's see if we can all impress.
Yes.
This
That's
time.
what we can do.
Okay. So let's look at Nigeria's digital economy. It's rapidly growing at this point. How would you describe the state of things right now? You know, looking at 2025, coming to this new year in 2026, what have you seen?
Thank you very much, Laddie. That's a great question. And if you look at the headwind and the tailwind of the growth, it's a good balance, a good mix. I mean, look at the numbers, the global numbers that's driving Nigeria. GDP, 4.3, 4.2, 4.5 sort of percentage growth this year. And Nigeria is being poised to actually grow the global economy by 1.5%, really greater than South Africa anyway. So it's good news. So if we look at that entire identity space, it started with just pure vanilla identity 1.0, where payment was not included, and Chams came up with BVN and NIM. We graduated from that and integrated mobile money, mobile wallet into it. And that's where we have the Chams mobile company and a lot of mobile companies and 17 different mobile operators in Nigeria. Now we're now pivoting to the AI space, which I will call the 3.0, where you're looking at energy space, chips, cloud, AI models, and lovely payment imperatives for QR code that drives financial inclusion. So really very good story, a very lovely balance when you look at it all happening in Nigeria. And we are at the center of it because we're a fintech organization. So that's what Chams has done. In fairness, Chams also created Chams Corporation PLC, which is part of a subsidiary of the Holdco, to drive that chasm of digital infrastructure into Africa as we begin to build out the infrastructure landscape. So fantastic news, I think.
Right, and you know, definitely, you know, seeing that we're still able to make payments.
Yes.
You know, at this point, when you try to send money, at least it still, you know, moves. But looking at it from the continents,
yes,
you know, at this point, what countries would you say are leading, you know, in Africa when it comes to, you know, the payments infrastructure?
It depends, like Laddie. And the reason where it depends is that Nigeria started this movement. It's amazing if you look at the maturity of the payment ecosystem in Nigeria. We took a backside a bit when we did not really fully integrate the blockchain crypto payment into our ecosystem. But we recalibrated, and then we're issuing digital licenses that looks at that as well. So I think Nigeria is still there, but Kenya is actually, you know, moving the fulcrum, dialing ahead. Rwanda is coming in, but I think we're still there. I mean, it's not because I'm a Nigerian, but Nigeria, Kenya,
well,
Rwanda.
East Africa, they seem to have some kind of edge.
Yes, they do. And what they've done is that they have this SADC constitution, SADC framework that has taken identity a bit notch than what we've done in West Africa. So if you carry an East African passport, it's like the ECOWAS passport, but it's more integrated in terms of the identity. So that has helped them move this further than we've done. But we are coming behind anyway. I mean, Nigeria is 230 million. We can consume the entire market of East Africa. The economy of Lagos is greater than that of Kenya. So when we say East Africa, that's why it depends.
Right.
But we're there.
And, you know, definitely identity is a huge part
it is.
of financial inclusion.
Absolutely.
You did mention, I wonder how tough it is identifying over 230 million people.
It's not that tough. Technology has helped us to actually redefine the chasm. You bifurcate Nigeria into 6 zones. You really have the 6 geometrical distribution of Nigeria. You bifurcate it by population density. You have 60 million, to 80 million youthful Nigerian. You bifurcate it to educational sector, sectoral-wise. It's actually easy. But what we've done, like in Chams, is that in the last 20 years, we've been growing this vanguard of identity. So we started from hardware, networking, and then we move into identity, BVN, NIM, SIM-reg, and all that, driver's license. And that is what we've done in our ecosystem. So it makes it easier as we begin to travel the journey ahead.
Right. Okay, so the payment ecosystem, we know that's evolving, a lot at this point, rapidly with QR codes.
Solid, yeah.
And you did mention AI. What are the trends are you seeing, coming in 2026?
Open banking. We've actually had that open banking policy for the past 5 years, but we're now taking it with intentionality to take it further up, open banking. The other thing that we've done as well is the sandbox from CBN, where you can see a lot of proliferation of API integration, EFTCA, as we're after through the papers, cross-border trading and things like that. So all that is actually moving us ahead of the chain in 2026 and beyond. And AI plays a pivotal role in that. So what AI is doing is building that model, the subs of that layer for the democratization of payments and identity. So a very beautiful union.
Right, and we also have that union, security.
Absolutely. It's securitized, cybersecurity. The hackers are running. We are chasing them. We are also...
Because the hackers, they keep evolving.
They have to evolve.
Right.
It's an evolving, revolving door. They have to evolve. At some point, some people traveled in water. Some people travel, over the land. Now people are going to space. It's evolution. So how do we make sure that our developers are agile enough to be at the head of the chain, of the food chain? That's what we're doing. So cybersecurity will continue to evolve, and the penetration of that as well as help Nigeria move forward.
All right, and definitely, I can't let you leave without talking about earnings.
Oh yes, earnings. So
it's earnings season, at this point, and looking at the latest one, you're a listed company.
Yes, we are. In
Nigeria, and I will see revenue. That's 17 billion.
Yes.
17.49 billion.
An 18%
up about 17.9%. Okay, 18% if you approximate that. Gross profit, 3.7 billion. Yes. 3.78 billion, but that's down about 13.1%. Operating profit, that rose 17.3%.
Yes,
1.37 billion.
And profit before earnings per shares as well.
Earnings per share, that rose about 19.5%. Yes, profit after tax up 54.9%. Then, looking at these earnings, for the bullish point here, strong growth in revenue and profit, huge jump in card business.
Yes.
Long-term growth trend, that's been signaled there. Major clients and diversification. But for the bearish points, gross profit margin, that was squeezed. Cost of sale rose sharply, about 30.8%.
Absolutely.
Profit margin was boosted by core operations this time. Big profit increase was partly due to cutting admin and tax costs, not just selling more products. That's one of the bearish parts.
It is bearish.
Physical products still heavy part of the business. Talk to me about this.
Thank you very much. We're very intentional about growing to Africa and doing more with less and seeing how we dimension our business. So what we try to do is to say, okay, this year, the Chams shares actually crossed over to 5 naira. It was, at some point, it was trading at 5 naira 33 kobo, 5 naira 40 kobo. All that is culminated in our profit that you see at 54%. But really, the juice of the market is earning per shares. How we really return value to our stakeholders. Our shareholders have been built us. We thank them, we congratulate them, we celebrate them. And we're trying to pay dividends to them as well, so that their money works for them even when they're sleeping. So what have we done? We took a cost review of our business and then refocused into digital services, cybersecurity through Chams Access, Union Pay integration through Chams Switch, and then created Chams Cooperation that talks to the National Digital Device Strategy for the nation. We're going into bullishly creating empowerment for technology through CBT centers, University Scholar Program, through Chams Core, and building data center through Chams Digital Data Center Services in collaboration with other organizations. Sovereignty is key to us, and that sovereignty is about impact, delivering value, and uplifting mankind through technology, identity, payment, and also just being green in Chams. So my blood is always green, and my blood is always blue. Chams Core is blue, Chams Holdco is green, and then we're there to serve our shareholders and Nigeria. That's what we've been doing. So hang on a minute, laddie. The table is shaking, and we are looking at a 3x growth in our revenue top line for this year. It might be 4x. Because
these are unaudited earnings.
Yes.
At this point, we'll definitely get the audited version.
It's not going to be far from it now, but you know, we want to keep it at 5. I think if you are really looking at what we're trying to drive, we're trying to position Chams to 20 naira per shares. That's where we're going, from 5 to 20 naira. It's doable. I mean, impossibility is a myth, but technology takes us there.
Technology takes us there.
But thank you very much.
So much to unpack there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for helping us, get a clear sense of, what to expect for the industry and, some of these latest earnings. We like to unpack these earnings. It gives us some, clarity about
when I came here the last
time,
we were doing our right issue. And thanks to our shareholders, we actually had a 35 to 37% oversubscription in the right issue. We're going to knock the market again, gracefully, not rudely, proudly, to say we can return more value by doing an IPO in Q3 or Q4 this year, looking at a $50 to $60 million raise in the market. Because we've shown intentionality and result, this result shows a forward trajectory for Chams Holdco.
Right.
And we want to delight our shareholders.
Okay, but I hope there's no risk of, financial pressure, at this point, seeing that we're knocking at the door.
No, we take each day as it comes. There's no risk of financial pressure, but we're also trying to do something creative. If you look at the artisan landscape as well, how do you empower the artisans? So we're trying to come up with products such as smart artisans, blue works, how we really add value to the 25 to 30 million artisans. The bricklayers, the organizers, the informal sector that actually grows the SME. Those are the things we are solving for. We're not confused. So the blueprint is just slowly cooking. The slow cook pepper soup. And that calls very well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Olufemi Oyenuga. Holdco, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you very much, Larry. It's always good to see you.
Fantastic. All right, we'll take a break now. When we come back, more conversations about fintech, but this time, investments. That's the moment. Just stay with us.